Miracles of one meeting, myth or reality? Miracles of one meeting, myth or reality? A child has been tearing out his eyelashes and eyebrows for 2 years now, or in the relationship between a mother and a 7-year-old child there has been either war, then love for 6 months, or the child is afraid to answer at the blackboard, is afraid to perform in competitions. Parents come for a consultation and in the first meeting describe their complaints, and we collect information about the child, about the parent, observe, and formulate working hypotheses. A child is rarely motivated to work with a psychologist, since the parent's appeal activates their idea of themselves as not okay. This causes embarrassment, shame, and even anger. In cases of anger and irritation, the psychologist has a difficult time. The child sees him as a stranger, and this resistance complicates the therapeutic relationship. Many parents rely on the short duration of meetings, or on the fact that the problem is only in the child, but he has nothing to do with it and is surprised if family psychotherapy is needed. Yes, of course, this happens when 1 or 2 meetings are enough. This is possible in matters of choice, or the solution to the issue lies with another specialist, psychiatrist, neurologist, sometimes lawyer. But when we need to develop a skill, it takes time, the laws of the psyche, about 10 or more meetings. With a child, this is also, at the initial stage, establishing contact and trust, because it is not he who is looking for a psychologist, and the goal is not his. Motivating change is a lot of work. It requires the psychologist to have the skills of persuasion, emotional literacy, and patience. All psychocorrectional work or psychotherapy will be built on this basis. In addition, the expectations of the parent himself contain a whole bunch of motivations and myths about the work of a psychologist. So, one mother says, talk to him so that he doesn't steal, tell him that you don't talk to your mother like that, make sure he doesn't do that. Haven't you tried everything before that you're suggesting I do? Tried it, but it doesn't work. Why then should this method work for me? I'm not Vasilisa the Beautiful, I'll wave my sleeve and that's it. And without analyzing the situation, certain actions, and reactions to them, you can't expect miracles. And then, what is a miracle? This is something I can't explain. And psychologists look for explanations, patterns, do experiments, give homework to consolidate the result. So, if after visiting a psychologist you don't experience a miracle, that's normal, the psychologist is not a magician. If awareness has come, that's great, but it's also not enough. You can understand why, see what you are doing wrong, but how to do so requires developing a habit, and this takes time and regularly following the program. Sometimes a parent heard, understood, drew a conclusion, and changed their behavior. And everywhere there is action. So, there are no miracles in our work.